¿Qué tal, gente? ¿Cómo estáis? Espero que bien. Estamos continuando la SCARLET NEXUS. ¿Dónde lo dejamos? Que nos quedamos aquí.
We can leave after we get a
Tras
little
lo
rest.
de el encuentro con Dios,
Hey Kasane,
con el
are we
pelotón
positively
de
absolutely
Yuito
going to Togetsu?
y ver el
Of course we are.
At the very
la
least, we
medicina y las
should be able
cabezas
to learn
humanas.
something about the cargo sent to the
quedamos.
research facility.
I
Y como
understand
las
that you have
cabezas
bad
humanas
memories
venían
of that
de
place.
Togetsu,
This
pues
time we
vamos
can
para allá a
make good
investigar.
memories of it.
Or is there some other reason you don't want to go to Togetsu? If that's the case, nobody would blame you for staying behind.
Do
Yeah,
you
okay.
want to stay behind with me?
Fine. Just don't blame me if it sucks. I did warn you.
We're prepared for the consequences. Kagero, show us the way.
Yes, ma'am.
Es claro que Kagero sabe lo que se esconde en Togetsu. Charla sobre el pasado oculto, fase 8. Son una cantidad, no les ver dónde hasta llegamos, ¿no? Mira qué guapo el lugar. Montaña lleno, aliento congelado. Mira los outfits.
I know they said it would be cold, but this is freezing.
I heard that it snows all year round in some areas. Don't catch your death out there.
At least there's a road. What the hell do you think Togetsu is thinking, building a city in a
Para
place
que
like
nadie venga a
this?
joder.
It's cold, it sucks, and it's a pain in the ass. I haven't even been this far on assignment before.
Who's down for turning back? Everyone? Great. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Hell no.
Enough of that. We already decided we're going, so stop
El otro
complaining.
equipo tienen a Hanabi.
I think you're
Bueno,
going to
tranquilo,
regret it.
nosotros tenemos a Hanabi.
You
No nos
seem
preocupamos.
awfully opposed to this. Are you hiding something about Togetsu from us?
Not at all. You know, maybe I'm imagining it, but it seems like you're pretty eager to get
Me
us
da
out
gracia
there.
porque ella también esconde
It's
cosas de
something we all
Togetsu.
decided. Didn't we, Kasane?
Yes, and you agreed in the end.
Curioso porque ella también esconde cosas
I
de
wouldn't call
Togetsu, o sea
that
que no es el
agreeing.
único.
Can't win them all, I guess.
In any case, we need information, and that requires us to go to Togetsu. Now stop complaining.
It's freezing.
And no more mentioning the cold.
Naomi está bien, mensaje cerebral. ¡Oh! Tenemos la instalación de investigación de vida supernatural bajo vigilancia. Naomi está bien, todavía no hubo cambio, no hay por qué preocuparse, Kasane. Qué bien, gracias por contármelo. No te preocupes, siempre la vigilo. Te avisaré en cuanto si le pasa algo a Naomi. Gracias, hablo en serio, Haruka, te lo agradezco. Grande Haruka.
Is this really the place? I don't think there's a city out here.
There's no mistake. Togetsu is at the peak of Hino Mountain. It's mostly deserted because of the harsh environment.
The people of Togetsu leave the world behind and live for the teachings. I love the world, though.
Interesante.
We're like two peas in a pod.
There are lots of weird pieces of ice shaped like pillars. Or statues. What are they?
You see them a lot in snowy areas where others are. No one knows how they're formed yet, though.
The mystery of the frozen wasteland. It's not surprising. So cold I can't think.
I didn't really have time to research Togetsu before we left.
I don't know much about it either, other than the fact that the Togetsu faith is headquartered there. How big is the city?
Technically, it's not a city. It only has the facility for the faith itself. It's full of weirdos with creepy obsessions about the moon. Honestly, the place was a nightmare.
I don't think you should be calling them weirdos. People are free to believe what they want. You might not have many good memories, but I think it's important for you to make an effort to understand them.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
A blizzard is kicking up. Haruka, what's the weather supposed to be like around here?
That's strange. It should be clear and sunny according to the data. There aren't any readings of a blizzard.
Oh,
Oh, I'm reading another. Closing in from the front. A big one. Be careful.
así fue como esta gente quedó atrapada.
Is that other causing the blizzard?
Así fue como esta. Ah, no, este es el mismo con el que enfrentamos yo. Yuito también. Coño, y me lo vas a pelar. ¿Qué te parece?
I'm freezing. My body won't move. This blizzard makes it even colder. We have to finish this soon.
Leave it to me. Lend me your power.
Ahora sí, cerrado.
Too easy. Now, let's finish this.
Está guapo.
Good job. There are no more other readings in the area.
Ugh. I'm always amazed at the variety of others.
What exactly are others?
Who knows? Could be the twisted work of evolution.
How far is Togetsu? Isn't it dangerous that these others are appearing so close?
Others feed on humans, which there aren't a lot of here, so they really don't have that much of an incentive to attack.
New Himuka probably approved Togetsu's religious state because of this location.
Let's hurry on ahead while we still have the chance. We don't want to run into another one.
Con esa ropa.
Also, I'm starting to freeze like
Normalmente no es la que
Arashi.
usa canonmente, pero...
Right. Hey, Kagero, where are you going? What's over there?
I thought I'd say hi to an old friend. I want to know if anything's changed since I was here last. Sorry I won't be able to show you around, but you guys should go on ahead. I'll catch up to you soon. Don't worry, I've come this far. I'm not going to turn around and leave now. Well, see ya!
I can never take him seriously.
I was hoping Kagero would stick around to introduce you, since no one knows you there.
It's fine. We'll just have to do it ourselves. I hope they let us inside.
Créeme, te van a dejar entrar.
What is it, Kyoka?
Kyoka conoce
Oh, it's
gente, güey.
nothing. We should get going.
Kyoka se trata de esto. A mí me gustaría ver el pasado de Kasane, cómo fue que fue creado, ¿no? Porque en teoría dicen que ella
Are
también es
you okay, Kyoka?
una hija
Sorry.
diseñada.
I shouldn't sigh. I just have a little headache, like I always do.
Lo que me da curiosidad saber cuál
Well,
fue
don't work too hard.
el proceso y cómo terminó en otro lado, ¿no? Y aquí estamos otra vez. Mira, qué guapo el lugar. Y aquí estamos, let's go. El lugar este del diablo.
Lady Kasane, our treasure. You have finally returned.
What's going on? Why would I be your treasure?
That's quite a welcome they're giving you.
Vamos.
I don't know, it's still unsettling. They're like robots.
La recuerdan.
Shiden, don't be rude. I'm sure it's just their custom.
Either way, this is a pretty excessive reception. You have any idea why they do this?
Kasane, la hija creada,
No.
diseñada.
I've never been involved with the Togetsu faith in any way.
Te
You would
equivocas, amiga.
understandably not remember. However, you are originally from Togetsu.
I'm from here?
Yep.
Yes. You were born with an incredible power. This drew the interest of New Himuka, and they abducted you.
I don't know what you're up to, but you're lying. My parents were killed by others when I was young. That's why the Randall family took me in.
I understand your disbelief. However, those of us in Togetsu have not forgotten you for even a single
Hombre, con su
day.
poder, ¿cómo te vas a olvidar de
We
ella?
stood fast, having faith you would return to us one day.
This is getting us nowhere. We came here to ask questions. Let's scratch the formalities. We want to know about the brains you've been trading to Seiron.
Yes, we must tell you the truth. However, we will share it only with you. I am terribly sorry, but I must ask
Me
you to come
sorprende
with
que no
us
diga
alone.
nada de Kyoka, ¿no?
No. Whatever you tell me, I'm going to tell them anyway. So why don't you save us the time and just talk to us here?
Kyoka? But your clothes are different, so it's not duplication.
There's another fake Kyoka over here. What's going on?
Aquí ofrece nada.
Let me go!
Oh, no.
What the hell?
Mira.
How is this happening?
Bueno, es que Kyoka también es un clon, básicamente.
Kyoka, did you know?
I'm sorry, Kasane.
¿Cómo? ¿Cómo?
This feeling, I felt it before.
Good
Okay.
night, Kasane. May you have the most pleasant dreams.
Disculpa.
Congratulations, Kasane. You're finally awake.
Esto no lo vi venir. ¿Qué es esto? Mira.
Kasane? Kasane? Who?
No me digas que la
Who's
mamá
calling
también
my
es
name?
alguien que era en todo esto.
Look at that. It's a puppy. Isn't that just the cutest thing you've ever seen? I think he's simply adorable. Wouldn't you agree?
Un cachorrito. Ah, ya lo vi.
A puppy? I feel so safe.
Es tu madre adoptiva,
and
loca.
warm.
Hostia, le vamos a poner una
Do
cadena.
I know this woman?
Es la mamá de Yuito. Perro. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
They killed him. The puppy.
Ah.
That's right. I remember. We were always together.
Me gustaría grabar para que
beloved friend.
pudieran ver mis expresiones de en plan, me quedé en plan, what the fuck.
They killed him right in front of
Incluso
me.
me acerqué a la cámara, estaría como un jumpscare para
No
hacer.
change. Her power failed to trigger. It seems the pet's death is not a sufficient enough shock.
Please stop. Kasane is just a child. Do you think emotionally torturing her will actually save the future?
The design children were created for that purpose. She's not a failure like you. We need the red strings to reset this mistaken universe and bring about the proper
O sea, que ella también
future.
es un hijo
We don't need to
diseñado.
reset anything. This world is fine the way it is.
It's mother. So warm and kind. She always
Tu
protected
madre
me.
adoptiva.
How could I have forgotten? No, I don't want to remember. This feeling.
Hostia, lo
What
de
is
Kyoka no
this?
me lo esperaba, ¿eh? Porque la mamá se me recuerda a
She
Kyoka.
has been a complete failure. I had thought making her an attendant would at least prove somewhat useful. I guess enough time has passed. We'll use this next.
That's right.
Hombre, no la mataron. Logró escapar, ¿no?
I knew it.
They...
You should feel honored, you failure. You will become the foundation of a new era.
They killed mother.
I'm sorry, Kasane.
Dicen
Please
que la
find
secuestraron.
happiness.
¿Quién se la llevó?
That's right. That's the day I lost her. The one who raised me. My mother. I'm an artificially created psionic?
Sí.
This red string's power. Ugh. My head.
Hostia, no me esperaba esto de Kyoka, ¿eh? Kyoka, en el fondo.
am I?
Siempre
Was
fui
that
tu Yuito,
a dream?
Kasane. Lo siento.
That wasn't a dream. It was memories of a forgotten past.
Kyoka, así fue como terminaron atrapados a esta gente.
Where am I?
Ah,
If they went
interesante.
through the trouble of drugging me... I knew it. They locked me in.
Hombre,
Maybe I
te
can break
crearon
through
aquí.
somewhere.
Quieren tu poder.
Who's there?
Boom. ¿Quién es? ¿Por qué tanto misterio?
Lady Kasane, I have brought you fresh clothing.
Huh? Hey! What's going on?
Whoa, chill. Don't get your panties in a bunch, Kasane. It's just
Grande,
me,
Kagero,
good old
rescate.
Kagero.
Es que Kagero y Kyoka son los mejores del
their
grupo y ya
Prince
está.
Charming when he comes to rescue her.
Your decision to run off just before we entered Togetsu was pretty suspicious. What do you know? Are you planning on betraying us like Kyoka?
If I was going to betray you, I wouldn't be here to rescue you. Why don't you calm down and use your head? I told you you'd regret coming here. Anyway, I'll explain later. This place is bad news. It's way worse than the last time I was here. Also, and I haven't a clue as to why, but it seems like Yuito's here too.
Yuito? That's not good. They're after my red strings, which means they'll probably target him too because he has the same power.
Then I guess we'll have to save him too. This really puts a damper on my plans. Can't believe I have to sneak past their defenses, meet up with Arashi and the others, and also warn Yuito about the danger.
Bla bla bla.
Anyway, I'm going to use my power to turn us invisible. They'll figure out you're gone right away, so we don't have much time. Let's go.
Pero mi pregunta es ¿por qué Kyoka hizo esto? En teoría ya no es la que era antes. Oh, qué cool. Modo sigilo.
Do you know where Yuito is?
We'll know where Yuito, Arashi, and everyone else is if we use Babe.
Babe?
Qué cool,
It's the
mira.
city computer that integrates all information in Togetsu. It's like Arahabaki in New Himuka.
Pero yo también quiero correr. Pero quiero saber por qué Kyoka hizo, ¿no? Porque en teoría ya no es la misma que antes, sino que cambió. Aunque claro, le daban dolores de cabeza, o que tal vez volvió la anterior, su antigua, pues, todo esto. Coño, por fin. Puedo hablarle. La ubicación de Arashi y Shiden. Arashi y Shiden están en una parte de tú. Me comunicaré con ustedes en cuanto sepa el punto exacto. ¿No habían enviado un mensaje? Ay, qué cool, mira. Yo no soy muy fan de las misiones de sigilo, pero cuando son así, no está tan mal.
Kasane, I found Yuito. You see that door? It leads to the city computer Babe.
We should follow
Mira,
them
ya esta gente
inside.
estaba atrás.
Oopsies, it's locked.
They won't be able to hear us from in there. We'll have to wait until they come out.
Are you serious? Think about what they just did to you. He probably wouldn't be able to answer even if he could hear you.
What do you mean?
Babe is a super top secret facility. They're not just gonna go ahead and let some outsider in so easily. But if they used it as bait... Oh, I see. Those wily bastards.
What is it? Tell me.
I'm thinking that a computer belonging to the city would be fully capable of hijacking any mind that accesses it. That'd be the fastest way for them to get to Yuito's power.
Then we have to break down this door right now.
Whoa, wait a second. We'll be found too. That's probably the worst thing we could do. There's gotta be another way.
I know. I might be able to force a brain talk connection from here.
Can you hear me, Yuito? Yuito! Yuito!
This feels like an SAS.
Yuito! Are your thoughts leaking? Are you trying to connect to Babe?
What is...
Hostia.
I can't... My body...
Is his brain really being hijacked like Kagero said? Stop! What you're doing is too dangerous.
Aquí es
Cut
donde
the
le llega, ¿no?
connection now! Can you hear me, Yuito?
Kasane? It seems like they were trying to hijack my brain. Thanks for disconnecting me.
He's talking to his team while I'm still connected. I think he's safe now.
Yuito, I forced myself in because I was nearby.
Kasane! You're in Togetsu too? Wait, before that, thanks for saving
También
me.
Yuito es un poco pesado con agradecer en plan, brother,
Instead of
con gracias está
thanking me, why
bien.
don't you help me? Arashi and the others have been captured.
They have?
They're being held in some room, but I don't know which one. Are you in Babe's terminal? I want you to try to unlock all the doors in
Tampoco ahí
Togetsu
me
from there.
molesta la de Yuito que agradezca tanto por el brother. Con un agradecimiento ya está bien.
If he unlocks
Tampoco es que te hizo un milagro. Tranquilo.
Alarms.
Guess that was to be expected.
Kasane. Kasane? Arashi? Good. I can finally get through to you.
Seems like you're okay.
I'm glad you're okay too, Shiden. Let's rendezvous. I know where you are, so just wait for me to get there.
Hey, I'm not some kind of lost child.
I'll take care of the lost little boy.
Bye.
Hurry up and get us.
Vamos allá. Qué cool.
Looks like you two aren't hurt.
Of course not. I was more worried about you, but it looks like you're fine.
Thanks to Kagero. I'd still be locked up if it wasn't for him.
Kyoka, ¿dónde está
I guess
Kyoka?
it means your shady lone wolf nature came in handy.
Guess so. Now, as much as I'd love to stick around for this touching, heartwarming reunion, time is of the essence here.
Es que Kagero y Kyoka para mí
We
cargan
should try
este
to
grupo.
escape in all this confusion.
Chiden un poquito para mí porque me gusta el personaje como tal. Aunque a veces es un poco exagerado, pero me gusta este tipo de personaje.
It's Yuito platoon. I don't know what they're doing, but they're in Togetsu too. We were able to save you thanks to them, though.
Mira, van a agradecerle a Yuito. Damn! About time, bro.
I always thought Kyoka Eden was so innocent and didn't have a dishonest bone in her body.
I can't believe she's a Togetsu spy. You didn't meet her before, Kagero? No, never. Residents of Togetsu almost never communicate with each other.
Phew, looks like we made it out. Man, my invisibility power really
¿Y
saved
cuándo
the
es que vuelve
day.
Kyoka al grupo?
I'll admit that invisibility is useful, but doesn't it make you uneasy to have nobody notice you?
Right? You totally get me. That's why I like to shout after I use my power.
Damn you and your impulses. We're still in enemy territory. What if someone finds us?
No need to worry about that. They've already found us. Right, Kyoka?
Yup. Oli.
So you noticed me.
¿Por qué cambió el
What are you
traje?
doing here, Kyoka?
I was
me la
already on
respeta.
alert when Kagero disappeared. Unfortunately, an unexpected visitor caused me to fall behind. I can't let you leave. We need you to reset this mistaken universe.
Espérate. Esto está muy guapo. Esto está muy guapo, loco. Mía.
Here she comes. Get ready.
Hostia, qué cool.
Wait a second. Explain what's going on.
Yo también me pregunto qué está pasando.
Can you handle it? It was all to undo past mistakes. That's why we need you, Kasane.
Suena como la... Hostia, pega fuerte. Suena como la vieja Kyoka.
Just like the Kyoka I had so long ago. My mission always comes first.
¿En serio? Te tengo.
No! Please, Kyoka!
Hostia, mira a la derecha y qué cool se ve.
Please snap out of it!
Qué cool.
No! Kyoka!
There's too much stress on her brain.
Los dolores de cabeza.
This is not... I don't know these theories. These memories aren't mine. I'm not Pope.
What are you talking about?
Have your memories been manipulated?
No, es que ella también es una
I wouldn't
hija
put something like
diseña.
that past Togetsu.
Kyoka, you have to remember, you're Kyoka Eden, our teammate.
Nuestra MILF.
I'm not sure that's going to work. If what I think happened really did, Kyoka's consciousness is the one that got tacked on after.
I don't know how much you know, but she's trying to fight whatever they did to her memory. If you can do something, help her.
You want to help her even though she's a Togetsu spy?
Hey,
Oh,
respete.
stuff it, Kagero. I want to get my teammate back.
Yeah.
Kyoka. No. Major Kyoka. I'm losing sight of who I am as well. But so many memories are helping me piece myself together as Kasane Randall. One of those memories is you welcoming me into Kyoka platoon.
Yo quiero ver ese momento.
You're
Ah, no,
Kyoka
pues si lo
Eden.
vimos.
You're the commander who made me who I am.
Perdón.
Kasane! Everyone!
Recuerda, Yuito.
Are you okay?
Sorry. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you.
Kyoka, I'm so relieved. You're back.
Not so fast. As much as I'd like that to be true, she could just be pretending.
Arashi! I thought you wanted to bring Kyoka back!
Sorry, but I'm not an idealist posing as a realist like you.
Tienes
I'm
razón.
skeptical precisely because I want her back.
Yes. You're right to be skeptical. I really am a spy for Togetsu.
Since when? How long have you been deceiving us?
Since the beginning. I'm a Togetsu spy sent in to infiltrate Suo. We needed to awaken Kasane's power in order to fulfill Togetsu's agenda. My orders were to secretly protect Kasane,
Ah, con razón.
help her grow,
Con razón era tan pesada
and then
con
lead
esta.
her back to Togetsu once her red string's power was awakened.
I see.
If you're planning on putting your espionage behind you, then I want you to tell me something. Who is Pope? Does it have to do with the way you acted?
I have the memories of Dr. Hitoyo Pope, the neuroscience expert and founder of the Togetsu faith. I used to be Dr. Pope herself a long time ago. But as I spent my years as Kyoka, Kyoka's memories began to build on each other, and they continued to grow stronger every day. It was only
Pero
a
la
matter
crearon
of
para
time
hacerla
before her
doctora
personality
Pope.
took hold.
Pero se fue convirtiendo en
Kasane,
Kyoka poco a poco.
I didn't protect you because I was ordered to by Togetsu. I loved you. I loved you and everyone else on the team. Honestly, I loved everything about my life as Kyoka Eden. I knew this day would come, but I prayed so hard that it
Yo
wouldn't.
te perdono,
I
Kyoka.
had always hoped that your red string's power would never awaken. Not that you would believe me.
Whether we believe you isn't important. What do you want to do?
Yo quiero irme con Yuito.
Arashi said you should only answer if you thought you're done being a spy. And you did. Are you planning on going back to Togetsu and spy for them again?
What is it that you want to do? You still haven't told us yet.
I am one of the design children. A clone that was created to carry out my mission. That was all I was required to think about. Failure means
Me
death.
pregunto en quién habrá sido basada
That used to be everything to the old me.
Kasane, ¿no?
But
¿En
now it's
quién?
different.
¿Quién fue su base original? Por
I have
ejemplo,
something
Kyoka
I
fue la
want to
doctora
do.
Pope.
I can't be sure how much I
Pero
can hold
Kasane,
back Pope's
¿cuál fue su
consciousness.
origen? ¿Cuál fue la primera?
There's no guarantee that I'll be able
Vámonos,
to
que ella sí
suppress
sea
it.
una idea diseñadora original.
Being with me might put everyone in danger.
Porque tiene el logo de YouTube
I
en la
know what I
sierra
did is
encima
unforgivable,
de los pechos.
and that I'm in no position to ask you for anything, but
¿Por qué estoy mirando ahí? Tú no te preocupes.
this is where I want to be, with all of you.
Con todos
I want
ustedes.
to protect Kasane. I
Creo
want
que te
to
olvidas de
protect all
cierto
of you,
grupito.
because you gave my life meaning.
Qué pesada que soy.
I believe you. I couldn't imagine that the warmth and kindness I've witnessed from you were all lies. You may be a little nosy from time to time, but that's just who you are.
Yeah, that's the Kyoka I know. If that was an act, then we deserve to be tricked. And don't worry, if this Pope ever does come out, I'll put you out of your misery. You can be assured of that.
So basically, you're saying you'll kill her if she betrays us. That's kind of scary.
It's nice you could joke about it. But unlike Kyoka, who told us everything, you haven't done anything to earn our trust.
Ouch, that hurts. You know, I'm the one who saved Kasane. Look, we can talk about me once we get out of here. I'm guessing they'll send more people after us when they realize Kyoka is missing.
That's true. Well, let's hurry then.
No te digo que este grupito
Come on,
está haciendo
You too.
carrera por Kyoka y por Kagero. Para mí, del grupo
Nobody
ellos dos
here
son los más
objects, so
interesantes.
obviously, you're coming.
En cuanto a mí. ¿no?
Thank you, all of you.
Y lo que me interesa de Kasane
I
es saber
wonder
quién
why
fue
I'm
su
so
base.
obsessed with the term design children. I'll have to ask about it again later.
Hombre, fuiste una tú después de todo. El tranquilizante que te inyecté y desmaya. Es el mismo que usaban en tu época en Togetsu. No puedo decir que no te preocupes, lo siento mucho. Poco a poco recuerdo el tiempo que pasé en Togetsu. No hace falta que te disculpes más. Empecemos a pensar en lo que debemos hacer ahora. ¿No?
I'm sorry I made you worry too, Haruka. That's okay. All I could do was watch, but I'm glad you came back. Welcome home. Kasane, I'm getting multiple human readings some distance away. I believe it's Yuito platoon.
Copy that. Seems like they made it out too. Would be nice if we could exchange information with them.
Yuito, can you and your platoon hear me?
Kasane! Oh, I'm glad you're okay.
Are you near us? Yes, but we're closer to Togetsu than you, and we're still running. Let me make a suggestion. You learned something in there, right? Why don't we exchange intel? And we have a lot to talk about.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing.
Good, that settles it.
We'll be waiting halfway up Hino Mountain.
Roger that. See you then.
If we're exchanging information, what are we going to tell them about Kyoka?
I think we should tell them the truth. I just feel we'll regret it later if we try to
Vamos,
hide
Kyoka,
it.
¿qué pasó? ¿No recuerdas tus momentos con él o qué?
There's something about Togetsu I haven't been able to tell you yet. But let's wait until we meet up with Yuito and his team.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious to know what it is. But yeah, it'll be more efficient to hear it then.
Well, let's head their way then.
Fuera abajo.
It's Yuito platoon. Let's go.
Kasane! Looks like all of you made it out okay.
I was able to rescue them thanks to your help.
I should be thanking you. I would have been taken over by Babe if you hadn't been there.
Hey, Kasane. You're not going to try and kill Yuito again, are you?
I already told you. She was the
Ya,
one
pero
that
te salvó
saved
porque
me.
ella te quería matar.
I know. But I want to hear her say it.
You have all the right in the world to doubt me. In fact, I don't blame you for it either. Yes, I think it's best to talk for now. We should talk and find a better solution, rather than just forging ahead on
Coño.
assumptions.
Lo que debió hacer desde un principio.
Decision, and I apologize for that.
Something's different about you. Can you tell me what happened? Why did you try to kill me?
I know this will sound ridiculous, but please hear me out.
Hear me out.
So my power affected the Kunad Gate.
So you knew.
Yeah. I didn't want to believe it, but it's true. So, the me in the future... I guess I just wasn't able to end it myself. How lame.
That's not true. The you in that time was great. And you right now is special too.
I have to admit, I never thought you'd be complimenting me.
Exacto, tu yo del
Thanks.
futuro.
That makes me
Es
feel
quien
a little
tú
better.
debías ser.
I'm proud I have the same power as you.
That reminds me. How is your brain doing? Has it settled down at all?
Yeah.
Yeah,
que le da
it's
ese
fine.
desarrollo a
I'm
Yuito
getting by.
de su
I told
futuro.
you not to worry.
Liar. He's trying to keep us from worrying, just like Naomi.
All right, we should exchange intel.
Then first and foremost, we got some questions, especially about Kyoka.
Yes, of course you would.
Kyoka, are you one of the design children from Togetsu?
Yes. I'm a clone made in Togetsu. My
Yo
genes
quiero
come
saber
from the
los
founder
genes
of the
de
Togetsu faith,
Kasane.
Dr. Hitoyo
Lo que
Pope.
más me interesa ahora
The
mismo.
city is filled with chosen psionics, designed from the same genetic data as me. We are the children of Togetsu.
Again, this term design children. I know I've heard it somewhere before. It was
Tú eres
when
una
I
de ellas.
regained a
¿Estás
memory of
escuchando?
Mother. Yes. She said I was made.
I see. I guess that's why Kyoka and Dr. Pope look the same. We were shocked when we saw Dr. Pope's vision in the Togetsu facility.
I hate to ask this, but if she was one of the Togetsu followers...
Yes, Kyoka was a spy. She was spying on Kasane. But that's not the case anymore. She decided to live as one of us. I vouch for Kyoka. She's definitely not our enemy.
Yeah, I believe you.
What? That was fast.
The way Kasane looks at Kyoka is proof enough.
Joder, qué pesado Yuito, de
Though,
verdad.
that's kind of an embarrassing way to put it. Honestly, I don't know much about Kyoka, so I can't really make this
Pero
decision
Kyoka te
myself.
conoce muy
But
bien,
I do know
papá.
Kasane. I
Créeme.
wanted to talk to her to
Lo
decide
vas a
what to
saber.
do, and I thought it was best to trust her.
Eres tan bueno que eres
If I
idiota.
trust Kasane, then I trust the people she does.
Es que de verdad es muy de
Shiden,
tan buena
there's
gente
no
que
need to
es,
get so
es que es
riled up.
idiota, el bobo.
You know very well this is the kind of person Yuito is.
Yeah, I just remembered how stupid he is.
Ajá.
Hey, Kasane. If Kyoka is one of the design children, does that mean you are too?
What? What are you talking about?
In Togetsu, we saw design children with the same face as Kasane's.
Yes, I probably am.
That's a weird way to say it. This is the first I've heard of this. Care to extrapolate?
I remembered a little from when I was a child in Togetsu. I remembered Mother. From what I recall, I was told I was one of the design children. It only just came back to me, so it doesn't feel real. That's why I said it like that.
Oh, I see. I'm
Que te
sorry.
joda. No,
It
mentira.
must be a painful memory for you. You look so sad. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
No, no, Hanabi, tú sigue
You're
indagando.
very kind,
Calva.
Hanabi. But of course you should have asked. Don't worry
Aún
about
me
it.
pica que esta tipa haya
And thank you.
intentado convencer a
You're so
Hanabi.
nice to her, Kasane.
Bueno, les haya preguntado a Hanabi
Really?
y a...
I wasn't trying to be. Anyway,
Su
is there
única
anything else you
subanda.
wanted to ask about?
Yeah, there is. If you know anything about humans coming from the moon, I'm hoping you can tell me more about it.
Did you hit your head or something?
Oh, so you guys don't know about this? Wait, what he said is true?
Yes.
All right. I guess we should explain what we've been told.
Vamos a explicarnos
Who
esta
should I
parte.
talk to first?
Vamos con ella, no.
The people who colonized the moon began a major cleanup effort to save the polluted Earth. They spent nearly 1,000...
Bueno, espero que lean rápido porque ya esto lo leímos antes, ¿ok?
The first
Métale
colonists
turbo
from
a
the
su
moon
lectura
were
ahí.
led by Yuito Sumeragi. What they established on Earth later... It's hard to believe, I know.
No.
It
Pueden
was
leer eso.
after the first colonists from the moon arrived on. Because of
Ya,
its
estoy dando tiempo para
appearance,
leerlo, o sea, no joda.
they were no longer able to contact the government. So, I guess it's safe to assume that
Kagero sabe.
Apparently, human beings colonized the moon over 3,000 years ago. It's so long ago,
it may be hard to believe, but apparently
We learned all of this after looking through Togetsu's archive, so I honestly don't know if we should really believe all of it.
Kagero.
But if you were a Togetsu spy, Kyoka, you would know if this is true or not.
Yes, that's indeed what we were taught. But if that was also part of the conspiracy, then...
Actually, no. It's true. It's all for real.
For
what
real,
do
for
you
real,
mean,
no crap.
Kagero?
Sugumi, don't look at me like that.
Te
I
mereces
can't
esa
stand
mirada.
it when you look at me like that.
Kagero, there's a lot I want to ask you. But for now,
Uf, yo lo que quiero es
tell
que
us
llegue el
about
momento de la
history as
putiza de
Togetsu
Yuito a
sees
este
it.
tipo.
Do all Togetsu believers know this?
Right, about that. The faith. That's all a lie. Just a way to get Togetsu independence. Besides, The place is mostly made up of design children.
I must say, it didn't look like a religious establishment to me.
Nah.
So does that
This is
mean
the
that you
original,
are one of the
papi.
design children as well, Kagero?
Now, I said mostly, didn't I? I'm a colonist from the moon.
Get real. Even if there actually were colonists from the moon, that would have been 2,000 years ago.
Cold sleep.
Yes, exactly. A few dozen colonists are being kept in cold sleep in a Togetsu facility. They wake us up in turns to check on the state of the Earth, and then we're supposed to contact the moon.
Hold on. Does that mean you're from the same generation as Yakumo?
Look, I don't expect you to believe me right away or anything, but it's the truth. The people of New Himuka wanted to live on Earth, so those that wanted to return to the moon made Togetsu. Togetsu doesn't care about New Himuka or Seiran. They're an egotistical lot that wants to return to the moon instead of living on this crappy, other-filled planet. But as long as the extinction belt is there, they can't go back. Not only that, there's news that others are attacking the moon too. So they got to thinking, what can they do to save their homeland and escape Earth? They need to make it so the colonization never even happened in the first place.
The red strings. The time travel power.
I see. They want to go back in time and negate it all from ever happening. But wouldn't humanity eventually attempt to colonize Earth again and repeat this history?
To be precise, the plan is to only take the moon and Earth back in time with a few exceptions.
Is that even possible? Taking only a portion of the universe back in time?
They believe the red strings can do it. They plan to leave records of this timeline's history in the areas that were not taken back in time, so future generations won't attempt to colonize Earth again.
Hang on. I'm getting confused. That's so outrageous. I don't know how to take it all in.
Whether you want to believe it or not, Togetsu actually managed to create the red strings to carry out their plan. Kasane is the result of that, although it's pretty strange how Yuito has a similar power.
Let's suppose everything he said is true. That means this isn't really the time to be squabbling over New Himuka or Seiran. If Togetsu were to get what they're after, then none of us would have ever existed.
No, that's not right. We can't let them succeed.
Porque en teoría la versión perfecta, por así decirlo, es Kasane, porque la mamá falló.
Why would someone at the center of Togetsu's plan reveal all this to us? Can we assume that you are planning to abandon them as well?
Ruining their plan is something I've been working towards since the beginning. That's why I joined them, to get in the way.
That sounds great and all, but how are we supposed to believe you?
You don't have to. If you've got a problem with me, I'll walk. But whatever happens, I'm not going to sit back and let them get away with erasing this history. I left my family on the moon. I won't let them take her existence, too.
Me gusta verle una parte donde ve a la familia.
I can tell. It's been a long time since I've seen him like this. So please, trust him.
Tsugumi.
Tsugumi knows Kagero best. I think we can trust her
Obviamente,
judgment.
papi, se le dice mi
Besides,
waifu. Es que
I have a
vamos a creer
feeling
en
you
ella.
trust him already.
Yeah. If Tsugumi trusts
Ahora
him,
mismo mi waifu
then I
son
trust him too.
Tsugumi, top 1, obviamente.
And if Yuito does, then I do too.
Tsugumi,
Of course, I'll kill
meto a
him if he
Kyoka
betrays
y
us.
Kodama. Son las top 3 waifu. God.
Of course. I keep making fun of them for being naive, but that's what ends up saving me.
¿Cuál es tu top 3 de waifus? Ya, Mia, Tsugumi,
If we're going to believe
Kyoka,
Kagero,
Kodama.
then we have to believe all of the history about the colonists from the moon too. And then figure out what we can do knowing that.
We're stopping Togetsu's plan. That's all we can do. But it's too much for us to handle alone. We need someone who can move nations.
Are you going to ask New Himuka for help? We're fugitives there.
Even so, we have to. That doesn't mean I forgive them for the things they're doing, though. If they know what Togetsu is trying to do, they might realize their terrible actions are all in vain.
What if we ask Seiran for help? If they know about the Togetsu threat, they might realize that New Himuka isn't who they should be fighting.
I wonder, As far as I know, both New Himuka and Seiran should have a clear understanding about the moon colonists and their history. On top of that, they're both scheming to survive.
At least it's better than nothing. I don't want to just sit here and wait to be erased.
Indeed. So, we should split up and give it a shot?
Yes, let's do that. Yuito, you go to New Himuka.
And you go try explaining things to Seiran. Now we're finally after the same thing.
Let's do our best.
Yay, let's go.
What an exhausting day. Way too much happened.
You don't get to say that! At least you already knew about the moon and Togetsu's plan.
I'm sorry.
Look, let's not start pointing fingers. We should sit down and try to process what we learned.
I agree. We've been in the dark all this time, but not anymore.
That's right. What we need to focus on now is stopping Togetsu. Kyoka, Kagero, you both all right with that?
Yes, of course. This is what I want, to be with all of you.
So wait, you decided to trust me? Shiden, you're so sweet.
You're making me regret it talking like that.
Are you blushing?
Dang it, you caught me. You know, kids wouldn't talk to adults like that back in my day. I swear I'll never betray you. If I did, these last 2,000 years would be for nothing.
Then let's head out for Seiran after we get some rest.
Vamos. Coño, por fin. Bueno,
I'm glad
gente.
Yuito trusted us. He's such a kid, though.
Porque él es buena gente, por eso. Es demasiado bueno. Pan de Dios, idiota.
Yes, you're right. But that might be what makes him strong.
Es porque es idiota. Y porque es demasiado. Es tan buena gente que es idiota.
You don't remember?
Bueno. So que la gente, vamos a dar hasta aquí. Si llegaste hasta aquí, gracias por ver. La verdad, si llegaste, wow. Te recuerdo que te puedes suscribir, darle a compartir, que es gratis y ayuda bastante y se agradece. Y espero que te hayas entretenido un rato, que es lo importante. Y no es un adiós, un hasta luego.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry I didn't tell you anything.